Alright, that's all good. Okay, you see everything just fine?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And just to start with, what have you been practicing? Just how that's been going for you so
Um,
far?
Positioning, like trying to get I'm trying to get beside them. Um, Trying not to I have a tendency to like get a little bit too greedy with chasing down
Mm-hmm.
kills and get myself into a bad position. So I'm trying to avoid doing that. Um, and yeah, just I don't know. Genji has a really cool one-shot thing, but that's very hard to do. But trying to just distract as much as possible. If I
Yeah,
can make it a if I can make it a 4v3 and by distracting two other people, I think that's pretty valuable,
yeah,
whether I get
exactly.
the kills or not.
Yeah, you're totally right. And you're quite good at just executing the enemies. If anybody's isolated, you can easily kill them.
Yes.
So that's
Yes.
great. Okay, anything you've been struggling with on the Genji so far?
I think potentially timing. Like
Timing of the
timing
engagements.
of when to move in, when to um when distracting them is going to be more valuable. Like the games that I play, it's very rare I don't have the most kills or like seem to be on paper doing very well, but um we don't always win them. So it's not like I'm carrying, but I think it might be the timing of which I'm going in or the timing that I'm getting those kills might not be as valuable as possible.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, let's watch. Let's watch how the fight's gonna be. Do you remember anything you struggled on this map in specific? Is that still the
Yes.
timing or?
Yeah, like I just played this one. Timing, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to get it done as quickly as possible because we just played this, so it was a little stressful. But
That's alright.
yeah, yeah, no timing more or less. Did hit
Yeah,
a couple of shots I should have hit that I didn't, but
that's alright. That's alright. I love the setup. So you kind of sit on this off angle, like I mentioned. You can distract people, really short range as well. Okay, some
I
technical things you need to do better though. So well, first of all, it's just what do we walk all this way on down the stairs? Why not just keep sitting here? So see,
yeah,
when you
good
go
point.
all the way here, what was the reasoning to do that exactly?
Um, I think I didn't want to fall down there, and I think I had thought that the Cassidy had come into that room, so I was gonna go down and try to isolate him.
Hmm. I see. I see. Okay, but in
I
this
mean, I
case,
probably could have jumped over and okay, the Cassidy's there.
yeah, the cast is there. Yeah, but maybe if there's some sort of threat trying to push you, yeah, is it really valuable to just try to push them directly now and try to chase them, or could we just keep staying here and maybe kill them later? Let's say, even
Yeah,
though
yeah, just
somebody is
poke them.
joining you, it's just because you want to have the high uptime, you want to be able to just stay in the areas where the active fight is happening and punish those people. I think you really need to the essentials of the timing. Yeah, the essentials is one, you try to synchronize your pressure with the tank a little bit more.
Mhm.
When you Ryan, for example, they're more active, then that means they destruct. They absorb pressure, they're doing stuff. We can use that. Yeah, maybe there's been some pressure on the Cassidy, and they made he's rolling away, just like that. Yeah, and they just roll away a little and play that corner. Or maybe there's somebody else as well, like Moira shooting them. That makes it easy for you to shoot things. And see, like
Okay.
now, you could be potentially have the crosshair right on the target there. It's just because my Ryan is distracting. My Ryan is distracting. But if my Ryan does this, yeah, maybe my Ryan goes after the hazard. You can also try to synchronize the pressure with that because now he's absorbing pressure here, and you can also kill Moira now. So it's just this essential idea of constantly, most of the time, you constantly looking after what your tank is doing. Does it make sense?
Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like he's the essentially he's the biggest distraction in the map, and if you can get an off angle and make 2 fights instead of 1,
Mhm.
he has a better chance at, I don't know, taking away the fight that he's fighting kinda thing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we're trying to synchronize with that a little bit more. Or it's gonna be just especially for you as a Genji, you can fight anybody who is isolated as well. If you
Yeah.
find an isolated target, sure, you can fight that, and that's where you could make that decision. If I'm up here, I'm fighting with my tank, but if I notice there's actual isolated, let's commit after them. But you don't have to spread out too much, so because you're trying to walk and search for isolated, then you're missing the uptime. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to shoot what your tank has
Okay.
been doing here. Yeah, but we could just be constant applying pressure, and later you can decide, well, maybe somebody's pushing me, but you have to confirm. Yeah, if there's nobody, because if there's nobody, then we're missing out on the chances to get kills there. Yeah, so
That's fair.
you gotta be, yeah, you gotta be really careful. Okay. The angle is good. The angle. Oh, sorry. I also, yeah. So we've been here. Yeah, let's go back a little. So it's just been this point exactly. Yeah. So we went down the stairs and later started pressure from behind, but some of your teammates die and it kind of ended up in the open there, unfortunately. Yeah, you see,
Mhm.
it's also that your Reinhardt currently, they also start walking right there, and something you can keep an eye on. So you could pressure. Well, who do you think you should pressure now?
Cassidy.
Yeah, just go after Cassidy, I think, and he's also more isolated too. Maybe
Yeah.
you can go after the Genji later, but I think going after the Cassidy is just good enough, to be honest. Okay.
Yeah, and I think that one too, like, because I turned around and ran down those stairs and did that, I kinda joined back into a fight that I had left, and I was kinda like, "'Kay, where am I going? What am I doing?" Rather than
Yeah.
being in the same fight the whole time.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to decide for sure. Okay, with this though, we peek a side, yeah, peek an angle, that's great. Go to the side. Now fight a choke, and you fight with your Ryan, yeah. You don't have to play exactly behind him, but you can
Mhm.
fight the same area. That's alright. You're kind of shooting, applying pressure. And the times when you look at him, so see, when you should look at your Ryan, when you should confirm, what are the times for you to just know that this is a good way to time your pressure, yeah? What is a good time for you to just start scouting that information?
Start scouting, like, where they are and stuff?
Yeah, yeah, start scouting if it's a good timing for you to pressure, yeah, because it could be, again, based on your tank or based on if somebody's isolated, yeah? What do you
Okay,
think?
yeah, I mean, we kinda pushed them back pretty good there, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
so I think it was not a bad time to move up there right now to maybe do another angle because a fight's about to break out. I think a
yeah,
fight's about to start right here.
yeah. But when you going in right now, do you know, are you making a decision based on those variables, such as maybe this guy's isolated or your
Mhm.
Ryan's pushing. Yeah, but are we checking that actually? So see, you kind of just walk and go forward, right? But did you check that it's possible to do right now?
Um, I think what I did is when I turned the corner, I wasn't jumping into all of them.
Hmm.
Like I saw, yeah, I don't know. I know the Cassie was
Hmm.
over there. I think I can when I come up here, I can see them kind of split between the bus.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I see them there.
yeah. So
He's
it's kind
down
of just
here.
isolated. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. But let's say he's not isolated. Let's say somebody would be with him.
Hmm.
Then it would be difficult, right? So see, what I want you to
Oh,
do.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So you need to just have the specific time of when you scout the information too. You need to be able,
Okay.
because right now you don't do that. I see that you just kind of walk in, and then there's no exact confirmation that your tank is pushing.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just what you can do is when there's a downtime, we can look around and check. Maybe we can check right now, just check, okay, what my tank is doing, where they're fighting. Maybe they're pushing up. Well, I can take advantage of that. If not, then you can think about it like, we can try to play this space a little bit more. Yep, seems like they try to play choke. We could just try to contribute towards the choke. Unless there's somebody isolated. Yeah, it's going to be like an exception rule for you most of the time, basically. Does it make sense?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Try to play more, not just jumping in by myself, even if someone's isolated. To kind of more dependent on what the tank is
Yeah.
doing at the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Just scout for that information actively. To look around. Exact the time to do that. Yeah, so again, maybe you have the downtime. You do what? You look around. You check, look around. A downtime, check, look around. And see here, is it reasonable to fight this area now? What do you think? Based on what you see now, based on where
Now,
your tank is fighting as well.
probably not.
Where should you
Probably
fight?
staying in the angle a little bit too much.
What
Where should
angle
I
you
fight?
should be then? Yeah. What is the good area for you to fight?
Probably pop up on the ledge right behind me there. Maybe just throw some
Yeah.
damage down, make them look at me so that because right now yeah, because right now the hazard is pretty by themselves. So I could probably try to distract them a little bit while they kill the hazard.
Yeah, I think it
Then
makes
they don't
sense.
have a bunch of people shooting at them.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if somebody walks deeper, again, isolate a target, go after them. Sure, but right
Mhm.
now I think it's reasonable to go after hazard even. It's alright. Just you need to take the angle dependent on your tank quite a lot because they're distracting. They're distracting the enemies. Gotta keep an eye on that. Okay. Yeah, no, just gotta get the cast, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, it seems you kind of don't have too much problems with the mechanics too, at least from what I saw now.
Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was another thing too, is like I'm not I feel like I can beat a lot of people just based on mechanics, especially at the level that I'm at, like
Yeah.
the whatever, but I still don't want to rely heavily on that because I would like to be in a better position every time rather than just like because I'll find myself in like a 2v1 situation all the time that I shouldn't win, but I still do, and I feel like that's a bad habit because I'm like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Does
That
that make
makes
sense?
sense. Yeah, of course. No, yeah, definitely makes sense. The mechanics strong part, we just can enhance the positioning game sense a bit more. And see, like
Mhm.
right now, you fight in this area. It doesn't make sense right now. What do you
Mhm.
think?
Does
What
it
do you
make
see?
sense? No, absolutely not.
No, not yet. Yeah, we just gotta. Maybe your choices if you sitting around here waiting for them to walk. I think this left side is still reasonable enough. You hold a really good angle with the cover, but you don't have to overcommit now. Well, of course, you kind of will climb back, but just be careful because there's a high chance for you to receive a lot of pressure. Now, though,
Well, yeah,
yeah, now it's the
and that's the
time.
thing.
Yeah, now
I
you gotta
think I
go.
have an ult too, yeah.
Yeah. And you could be just choosing the better targets right away. So instead of shooting the cast, like you do.
Mhm.
So let me just go back a little. So it's just when the Rhine shot they're gonna shot it in a second. Now, don't shoot the cast. Keep shooting what's on the right side because the tank's saying with their ultimates that that's how to push the right side. They might shout at something. You can try to at least look and instantly try to finish the target. Maybe just try to do some additional damage too. You see that? That's quite without escape might be quite important to finish.
Mhm.
And yeah, well, you could also get the cast, but there is something what can receive healing, and the more here, it's gonna be harder for her. Yeah, there are two supports on cast, and on Moira, she can only receive some sort of healing from the Juno. So you can start shooting the Moira first. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Just this sort of stuff, and because you have the best angle to present opportunities, maybe we could be up on the left. If I go back a little, when your tank is pushing up, instead of pushing that deep and being forced out too quickly, if you up on the left right now, it's also easier for you to see what's happening on the field. It's easier to
Okay.
scout the information. You're kind of sitting, okay, my tank is doing stuff, let's go. Maybe they're not doing stuff here, they go here, okay, and then they go from here and start doing their something. Just you're constantly fighting this kill zone in a
And
way.
this and the reason why I jumped in there too was I and this could be a bad thing that I
Hmm.
do, but I usually when they're like when my tank's pushing a couple of enemies, I like to go through them all with my dash and get in behind them. And I think that right there, I just thought my tank was still pushing, still fighting. That's why I tried to get in behind them and
Yeah,
Is that
well, you tried to
presently
do
what?
it here. Yeah, so you try to go. You see, the reasoning is, yeah, they don't push yet, though. That's what I wanted to notice. Yeah, it could be good.
No, where I died. I mean, because
Yep.
I dashed through them all, kind of
Yeah,
thing.
where you died, I think is fine. I think it's
Oh
one
yeah.
of
Okay.
this. We don't have too much of a choice there. Probably, well, you could be potentially saving your life by just dashing out
Not.
instantly. So you just
Yeah.
you have your dash here. You just need to dash up and stay alive because you got a kill. It's fine. I can just try to go back to the angle. Your tank is dead, but then you can find the angle within where your team is fighting. If your
Mhm.
tank is dead, it's fine. We can just fight somewhere else. Find
Okay.
somebody else who's distracting on my team as well. By the way, a lot of times with the angles, Fitz also might stay with you. It's good if they can keep playing the angle, so you guys, Kiri, Genji, can synchronize together quite a lot. What do you think about here? When you're approaching this,
I had absolutely no intention of going in, but my tank rushed in,
your
so I
tank
thought,
crushed
I
it.
guess,
Good
yeah.
time. Yeah, might be good time. Yeah.
So I
hmm
thought, okay, I guess I might as. But we had nobody else with us. Like it was
Yeah.
just me and the tank, and he rushed in. I was like, okay, well, I guess here we go.
Yeah.
So
But
I
we
gave her an old
can
college
use that
try.
opportunity. Yeah, like I mentioned, based on what we said before, I think might be reasonable. Yeah, and of
Mhm.
course you only two, but still, there's a chance you might turn that around. And let's say, just for the sake of, if you're trying to time the pressure with him, how do you want to use your blade in this case then to make it higher quality?
Yeah. Probably dash anybody but the hazard.
Do you dash? So see what happens. You dash directly, and then you pop your blade.
Oh no.
See what happens
Yeah.
there.
Usually I in the air and I try to activate it in the air and then go
Yeah,
down
you
on somebody.
just need an nice angle. That's it. You just need a vertical off angle and just go there, and you can start with your blade right away. You can start doing something. Maybe go after the more stationary target, like cast. Maybe more use their fade. By the way, they did probably. Yeah. Let me see again. Yeah, they use fade. Just go after them. Dash
Oh,
up.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Yep.
kill. That's a kill. Might turn around. Might turn that around. Who knows?
Okay.
You just kind of go in and then bleed. It's just
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
mechanical, but yeah, sure. Let's keep watching. But it was fine timing. It's reasonable to commit. They go in, let's commit. Sure. Keeping it simple. Okay, set up now. Just you, and this is the time where you need to check and adjust your position, and see if you
Mhm.
would check now during the downtime where your tank is playing. Would you choose to go here or anywhere else? You see where your tank is playing now. What angle you can take? What the angle you should be taking? You
Probably
think?
not drop down, but probably like directly left to where I am and play up
Yeah,
here.
yeah, possibly.
That would have been
Just
much better.
exactly. Yeah, just short angle. You go really, really deep, and there's downtime now. You can just take
Okay.
this and stay here. It's gonna be just fine. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think I die immediately here too.
Yeah, because you can definitely do the pressure. You're really far though. You just really far. You
Yeah.
need to be closer, and would be okay to stay up in that position. Generally speaking, the setup is good. I think usually for you is good. Just make sure you also do it in relation to where your team is. Have the short angle. Okay. Do you have any questions so far, by the way, or everything makes
No, I don't
sense?
think so. The only question I would have would be like, if let's say the tank's not playing very well, but they're really aggressive, do I still just rush in with the tank
Yeah,
all the
you
time, or like,
capitalize of the
yeah,
opportunities. You kind of
okay,
not rush. Let's say it's not rush about rushing in. It's capitalizing of the opportunities because tank is absorbing pressure. That is something you can use because you don't want to be absorbing pressure by yourself. And if the tank goes in, maybe there are some opportunities for you to be presented.
okay,
You can just your tank might force out some abilities even. You're really good at just getting kills if they're using something defensive. Maybe Moira use their fade, or maybe Cass use their role. Maybe there's also something else. Juno shift being used, Juno ring, anything you can capitalize
okay,
with always. Yeah, when the tank goes in, definitely you can take
okay.
advantage of that. Any other questions?
So far, I don't think so.
Yeah, let's keep
Oh, the
watching.
only other thing would
Yeah.
be like as far as like target priority goes. Is there so the game I wanted to one of the games I wanted to show you was we were playing and there was a really good Ash on the other team. So they were she was really like holding our team down. So I pressured her constantly to make sure that she couldn't do that. Um in in a game like this, is there a target, for instance, that you would go for first, all things being equal?
Yeah, I understand. So the thing is about target priority is that there are no universal targets, so it's better. Yeah, of course, there's some general criteria for you. It's just
Yeah.
if I'm talking about the timing of attack, okay? So it's just what is easier for you to kill. Now let's say that what is easy to kill. It's based on one a mobility. If they don't have a mobility, then I think it's good easy to kill.
Okay.
Maybe they use something defensive, more just use the fade and such. You can
Okay.
just fight
So
that.
it's very
Yeah,
situational on which one, just whatever one can't run away from me, pretty much.
yeah, and the other thing is as well, it's who does more at the moment, just kind of who can put more pressure. Like you mentioned, Ash is on the angle, they put in a lot of pressure, they maybe on the top, they shooting your teammates. Okay, I can put more pressure on Ash and push her away from the position. And this way you can control the map better. It's just always choosing what is easy to kill and at the same time what is threatening with the
Okay.
target priority. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is how do it. But I think you're totally right with the timing. Probably might be one of the biggest things first. And just check
Yeah.
with the timing. Yeah. So see, like now you don't want to even attack those guys. So you can attack if somebody's isolated. You could be fighting this here. You could just wait as well. I think wait, fight this guy. If not, if he is not accessible, then fight the rest of these guys. And probably would be just 3, 2, 1, now. Your tank's fighting. Let's fight.
I see what you're saying.
What do you fight now,
Okay.
though? What do you think? Who
Oh,
do you fight? Would
Juno.
be fighting. Juno might be good, yeah. Maybe you can fight Cass. I think Juno is okay. Juno is gonna be just fine target, yeah.
I think it's easier for me to get to her than
Yeah,
anybody else.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think this is really target priority is important. Just seeing what is easy, what is accessible, but does more on the field as well. Okay, we stay here. Well, setup needs to be done. Yeah, you just want to be careful with this main angle. Yes, the left side even works. Okay. And kind of run in straight. Yeah. Beam is good. Mechanically, I think we're doing fine. And also, how you use your deflag and such, I think it's fine. You just be careful with overcommitment. See, okay, if I'm pushing this guy, my tank's now cut off completely. They've been cut off from because of the wall. Let me see. So just you're pushing, there's a wall, and then you start pressuring. So that is something you will need to check right before. I'm checking my tank. Are they active yet or no? And based on that information, maybe you can make a decision to push something else. Maybe like that Moira, for example.
Okay, so like, okay, so should I have backed off then and not trying to take that fight because my tanks walled off?
Okay, two things. If our tanks walled off, then we can fight. But what was the exception? Who do we fight if the tank can be present in the fight? What was the target?
Isolated targets.
Isolated targets. Okay, which target's more isolated to you?
More behind me. I
Moira.
just use fade.
So yeah, you fight Moira.
Okay.
So don't fall
No,
back. Yeah, you
fair
just
point.
fight Moira. Yeah, you just fight Moira still. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's fine to kind of sit on the angle here. You went too deep, and it's probably because of the one thing. So yeah, we kind of need to check. And another, yes, after you checked, you can go after the better target. It's gonna be easy. You probably will kill both of them too and stay alive at the end.
Okay.
Especially mechanically, I think it's gonna be well done. Just check slightly. The angle probably would play there. I think it's fine. You can hold it. You just the way you think
Just
about that. If my
not so
tank,
deep.
yeah, it's kind of well, yeah, and just if my tank is not as active, I can try to play more defensive, play cover, maybe not peek out as much, but he still can stay in the angle. Like now I can try to go up left or up right,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, inside the building is okay, but just before you're doing that, just check what your tank is doing as well, just in case, so you can confirm, can I push more? Because your tank now, they've been AFK for 2 seconds, and then we start pushing the hazard. That's where you think, okay, I need to play more defensive. By the way, the times for you to also punish this. There's just some sort of awareness we need to fix, and it's gonna be much easier. You would be killing the Scas, and you just win right now, because you would shoot them. You still stay alive, though.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
somehow.
yeah. Mechanically, angles-wise, no problem. Awareness, timing, yeah, I think. We gotta fix that a little bit more. Yeah, the hazard. Yeah, sure. Can kind of push them away. Here, this is where it might be a little bit too deep.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
that's like where I was saying there that I sometimes get a little bit too greedy. I'll chase a kill down, and I'll get the kill, but then I'll turn around and there's like a fight going on way too far away from me to
Yeah.
fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Fitz, they helped you out. The guy they helped you out
Oh,
here.
he helped me crazy.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good. You can maybe do this kind of plays as well if there are isolated targets too, but just make sure you confirm as well, so you don't go all the way there where your tank is not contributing to the main fight. Watch out for that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This fight probably gonna win. What about the next? Just we can watch the attack part, and I think we can do the game right after. Let's see.
Okay, yeah.
With Diva, Diva is more mobile tank, so you gotta definitely scout for them more frequently, or just constantly check. Yeah, this is nice angles and such. Just and the timing's been alright. It feels because of the. Just see you kind of your Diva starts pushing the choke and I'm pushing the same area with them. You just find this isolated Mercy while they shoot in the tank. It's okay. It's fine. You got the Mercy, forced out the Mercy to move. Now you shoot the tank. You shoot the same area with your tank. Okay, move here. And yeah, you just gotta check for the Diva. You probably could even go left side if you want, but it's just it's isolated. Yeah, can kill the Pharah. Now we can set up for the next. Probably need to fight that top position first. Yeah, one of those. Yeah, you guys should be winning this still, probably. Yeah. Yeah, should be okay. Yeah, can push up more, take space now. It's the time where you don't have to be here, you can just try to take another angle. Think where the fight is gonna be, anticipate where my tank is. So how you would set up? Let's predict where the fight is gonna be and let's set up accordingly. What's your
Okay, so
thoughts?
I like vividly remember right here being exactly that, saying, okay, where can I set up? Because I was
Hmm.
going to think maybe I'll set up like in the bottom now, close to where you just clicked,
Hmm.
like the ledge there. But I
Yeah.
knew they had a Genji. Well, last time I saw they had a Genji, so I didn't know if I wanted to set up right there where the A was because they could come up right behind me, and then I guess it'd just be a fight. But my team's pretty far behind me,
Yeah,
and
but
so I think I ended up just kind of playing the corner in
yeah,
between A and B right now.
yeah, but if he's isolated, you can take that fight. Remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if there's no isolated, then you can retake the angle. So you can take a different position. But definitely try to set up. Try to not just exist on the main angles. You need to take something, make the things happen as well. It's
So
alright. Yeah,
so
what
A would be fine.
yeah, it would be just fine. And you see where the fight is gonna be, what area you're gonna fight for. Just what
Uh,
area you will commit your damage to the most.
okay.
Yeah.
Like around that corner,
Yeah,
probably. So
exactly. Yeah. So it's mostly, I think, this street over here. This is where you will be fighting, and that's where you
yeah.
will commit your damage towards. If you fight to isolate a target, then go deeper. You can't do that, even though you're an A. Yeah, I can punish somebody over here isolated. If nobody is isolated, do not punish here. Just where my tank is fighting. It's gonna be easier to do. Yeah, I see kind of because you're not set up, it's also harder to prepare. You could be with your fits, by
Yeah,
the
it's
way,
harder to
too.
jump into a fight.
Yeah, essentially you can poke out. You don't fully commit. If you don't know what to do, you don't fully commit abilities. You commit it over here, but you just kind of poke out. Maybe Fitz could also stand the angle. Now Symmetra isolated, kill them. Yeah, you can easily go in. Yeah, dash, right click. That's what they do there. It's fine. Then go from back. Should win that. Okay. Yeah, more just went
Yeah,
in.
that was just a wild play.
Just going in with the shift. Yeah, let's stop the point. Okay. What do you think? Timing
uh,
wise.
I think I just threw Blade because the Kiri ult went up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's
And
kind of timing they tell you, okay, it's time to push. Yeah, taking space.
yeah,
Mm,
but yeah, ideally it would have been probably smarter not to go for the tank, but I did.
that's one.
Um, and then probably after May used her block. I'm not sure if she did or not yet, but
Yeah, I definitely want to play watch out for that too, I think. That's why you don't have to even stack the ultimates. You can just force them to do something. Push, because the Q ultimate, you expect the tank to be pushing as well. That's what they will do. You follow up on the pressure. Maybe catch somebody like the May. The May was over there first, yeah. Force ice block. Maybe push the fire if you know that she's there. And later you can blade. You don't want to stack the ultimates without big reason. Because you're achieving the same purpose anyway. You force the May to ice
I
block.
get it.
Yeah, you could force the May ice block with one ultimate as well, but yeah, you kind of end up, you see, might end up in that awkward spot sometimes where your teammate's not able to help you if you do that too. So see,
Yeah.
eventually you die there too because they're trying to help you out. Maybe they even get this, the kill, but it's really hard. You could stay alive. You could stay alive
Mhm.
just by taking space step by step.
And then the same thing would happen, except now I'm alive and with Blade.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that would be much easier for you to do anything. Yeah, I'm thinking we mentioned quite a lot. Yeah, the pattern is kind of clear. The timing, yeah, make sure you synchronize with your tank a little bit more. We could try to do a game of that, maybe see how that's gonna
Sure.
go. Yeah, just make sure you constantly scout and follow up on your tank's pressure. You can screen share and jump in the game, okay?
Sounds good.
Let's do that.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's working. Let's go.
Beautiful. Look at me go.
Yeah.
Mr. Technology over here all of a sudden.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, with your mechanics, definitely it shouldn't stay in the rank where you at for too long.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, mechanics are definitely really good. I'm not expecting, I think, people to have this mechanics at the rank where you are. Do you have any sort of warm up you do?
Uh, yeah. I'll either do like Vaxta sometimes. Um, honestly, if depending on how much time I have, I'll hop in here, grab like a 250 HP character, and just practice trying that as much over and over again. Or team deathmatch.
Yeah,
I like team deathmatch.
yeah. Team deathmatch is really good, and it's just especially with because the people move. You're just getting used to situations under pressure. It's something you can train. Seems that your ping is a little bit high, right? Let me check. You
Okay.
know what you can do if you go on settings, press escape options, and after that you have to. I think it's gameplay or actually no. I think it's here. Video details. Yeah, details.
Oh,
Just click on
graphics quality. Okay.
no.
Uh,
Just click on details first. I think the stream is lagging a little bit. It feels okay. Now it's good. Okay. I'm just. Let me try to restart. We'll try to
oh,
rewatch. Okay,
okay.
watch the stream. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now it's working. So see, there's a setting: show frame rate, display performance stats. Yeah, and you can just turn on show frame rate and something like network latency. You can just check with how it is. Yeah, yeah. And now go to practice range. So first of all, yeah, FPS is good. Yeah, latency, it just seems to be losing some packages a little, but it's fine. Yeah, latency is alright.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
60s are okay. Yeah, it's just I was checking if you had little delay. I think it's just to do with the stream quality. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I try to synchronize with our tank. Pretty much
Okay.
when your tank goes
I like
in,
that.
they do something active. We can
I
try to.
usually when I do start a game, I go, okay, I'm gonna try to play with my tank a little bit here, and then halfway through the game, I've totally forgotten about that, and I'm going for kills.
Yeah, that's
So
okay. You kind of can put the reminders, maybe make the notes, and just specify what you're looking for as well. So when you tank pressure, it's not just about them walking in a space physically. It's also about just them doing something with their abilities too.
Mhm.
So they might use something, and you can follow up. You can follow up on that pressure. Yeah, maybe Orisa using their shift, fortify, they're walking in, doing stuff, I can just follow up. Um,
Okay.
but you can get on the angle first, it's fine. Just
Yep, yeah,
get in
I
the
don't have to
angle,
play right
yeah.
behind him or anything.
Yeah. Okay. So see your tanks taking space, you can take space as well. Try to challenge the top right. If they're isolated, yeah, you can maybe kind of push them back, it's fine.
Oh,
Yeah, you got your, you got your deflect, so might even just challenge them. Oh, they're so low, all of them. Nice. Isolated target, commit whenever, good. Okay, now fight with tank or isolated. Isolated, good. Yeah. Can continue the same strategy, but setup for the next fight. Anticipate where the
okay.
fight is gonna be. Yeah, so we're not playing exact the objective, but trying to rather play the areas where the fight's gonna be taken. Mm-hmm. Good, good, and continue scouting. So it's constantly I look around, check, and then you fight. Yeah. Okay, this guy seems low. If they're low, you can commit the dash, yeah. If they're low, this is kind of whenever. Isolated, a low HP. Yeah. Watch out. If they're gonna be multiple, you don't probably want to commit the top, yeah? Because the tank is in the
Yeah.
back, yeah? Yeah, this might be good target. Diva can also be good target. They isolated. This is great target. That's even better. Nice.
Oh,
So good. Check with isolated or your tank. Those are not isolated, so careful. There are multiple people. Okay, good. 1 HP target, sure. Got the point, yeah. More first because they use fade.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if they're using fade, is easy target for you. Yeah, use it again. You can kill them. You just kind of right click dash and right click and you're fine.
I just hear somebody.
Remember, isolated targets first if you see those. Like this diva is really far
Why
back
are you? Why
isolated.
are you here?
Yeah, yeah. She was there for a while. That's what I'm saying. You have to shoot them first. You can kill them. If you commit, you can just kill them.
If I
Yeah,
don't
you
get
need
stuck on
double
the wall.
jump and then you need double jump and then you can go up. You just need to kind of go on the ledge. You've been hitting the ledge because you've been right down there below it. Just need to be kind of on the side. Okay. Yeah. Keep pushing up, taking space, and yes. What angle you can take? Yes. You don't have to invest dash, but yeah, it's a good angle. And now, isolated or with your tank? Check with your tank. What are they doing? Yeah. So see they here. Okay.
All right.
That's fine. If you can stay in the angle, do that. It's alright. Just keep fighting isolated or an area where your tank's fighting. It's okay. Your tank is dead now. You can reset. You can start with your blade next.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
For blade, should I be looking like kind of halfway through a fight to start a fight? Is there like any hard fast rules there, or?
Fast rules. Well, the biggest thing, what I've seen so far from you, you need to add more verticality to your blade. You need to, yeah, make sure you start on some sort of high ground. And once tank is in, you go in. That's it. I think it's good enough for you for now. So see, like they're totally in now, for example. So you can take advantage of that. You just need to get a little bit more HP. It's kind of setting up on the angle and then go. Usually, yeah.
There we go. Sorry, I had really low health that whole time. Kinda.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, so you set up first and start with the blade going after stationary targets is really good. Yeah, like that. Yeah, looking good. And more might be good target next because they're low. You just use the fade. Baby Diva is a good target too. And they just walk. Yeah. More is no fade. Okay, never mind. It might be not the easiest for now.
Yeah. It might be tough to get her there.
They pushed really far though, so they died. I see what's more stationary.
Yeah, that sucked.
That's alright.
Does this make sense?
Yeah, the right side is good. Okay, and can continue. If they nano, they can choose out the target, yeah. It's just nano targets harder to kill. Because the damage reduction. Yeah, good reaction. More first because yeah, they use fade, but yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think it's good. It's going good. Watch out for the targets used mobility. If they use mobility, try to commit after them more. It makes them more killable. So you
Okay.
can choose them more. But yeah, angles wise, yeah, timing I think better. Yeah, it's if you taking it, scouting the information makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for some of the targets there too, like I'll look for more defensive abilities being used rather than the mobility ones. So like I'll I I guess I just pay attention to, like if block's used or Anna. I'm not bad at if she's used Antinate already or not. I can sometimes tell,
Yeah,
but I don't look out enough for the Moira fades and the things like that.
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that is something we can train long term potentially. Just awareness. It's being able to proc abilities, maybe bait out abilities, stuff like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, starting with good timing always helps though, because if you time the pressure right, then you know that the pressure entirely is not going on you, it's rather going towards your tank first. And it just helps so much. You can kind of anticipate where the fight is gonna be, set up accordingly. By the way, top left is not a bad thing to start
No.
with. Yeah, it's good, I think. Why not? It's just where your wrist is starting too. See, it's all about the context. We're starting fighting here, so why not to start here? Where, yeah. If they fight closer, then you move closer. If they fight more back, then you kind of can lean back a little. Oh, nice. You got a kill. Yeah, they start pushing up, so watch out for that. If they do that, you can take space with them too. So don't just
Battle
hold the...
Moira, hell yeah.
Isolate a target whenever. Yeah. Could come into dash too, they've been low. Yeah, yeah. Oh, nice. Got them out of mech. This isolated too. If they isolated, you can fight them. Just be careful, check your tank first, okay?
Yeah.
You check in tank and then deciding, yeah? It's fine, it's always a good
Kind
habit.
of fighting their whole team at this point, but
Yeah. What the west to the right?
oh wow. Oh, that was a good.
Careful. Here, when, yeah. Okay, Yoris isn't
Arrows.
choke. Hey, if they fight in choke, you can keep fighting. It's alright.
Okay.
Be careful with
I mean, this is kind of
overcommitting
a.
side, but yeah, it's alright.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, so it's just kind of one of those abilities when they go in, do something with the nade, sleep dart, being ready to use the deflag, then yeah. This might be just a bit too far. Your tank has been not there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, think about where the next fight is gonna be, and we can look to initiate. Yeah, well,
Can
initiate
I go?
later.
Is this a bad move here where
You
I'm
can
just trying to
try.
focus?
You can try. You can try, but make sure you commit when Yazar is pushing. Yazar. You can always look at
Okay.
the marker as well. There's a yellow marker when they start taking damage. It becomes yellow. Yeah, if it's they're not taking damage, then it's blue. Yeah, isolated target's a good fight. Just be kind of patient when you
Yeah,
land
I
the shot.
didn't have my dash there.
That's alright. Sorry, if you're in a situation like that, just make sure you point the crosshair first on them, and then click. Don't rush it. Don't just hold. Wait for the better time. Yeah, that's alright.
that's annoying.
Oh, it's okay. Unfortunately, we stepped off the point, but think about where the next fight is gonna be. Try to anticipate. You can use your ultimate. It's just fun to initiate as long as you know there's something stationary when they use mobility, such, or maybe they know mobility.
Oof.
Little bit too far, a little bit too far because there are
Yeah,
multiple
okay.
people. Yeah. It's just even two is gonna be tough usually. Unless they're really low. If they're really low, sure, you can dash in, dash out, but this might be a little bit too far. Keep watching your tank. Keep watching your tank and fight within their zone. And start with the blade. Yeah, you can set up first before. It's fine, but you just kind of keep keep looking around. Yeah, seems like they're pushing. Taking space. Can do the blade. Yeah, fine, fine. It's fine, yeah. Gotta stay alive.
Didn't happen.
That's alright, that's alright. You have good spawn. You got a kill, you have good spawn. There's another kill as well, you can retake it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's possible to retake. Yeah. That's something you wanna, yeah, be careful.
No.
That's good. You will win the fight, win the fight. As long as you trade 1-to-1 with the better spawn, you should be good.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Us trading 1-to-1 right now is much better than them trading 1-to-1. Their spawn's further away, kind of thing.
Yeah, when you have better spawn, always, sure. Well, of course you don't want to give up your life fully, but yes, you generally
Yeah.
have bigger advantage because of the spawn. That's okay. You guys might take it. Just top the point, yeah. You have transcendent search. Yeah, just try to search for targets what you can kill. The isolated ones, the more
Okay.
stationary. Maybe Anna, Surgeon. Yeah, Surgeon might be a good one. Yeah, like that is easily something you could commit your dash to instantly. Because they know mobility. Yeah, nice. Now we can push up they space and just see what the other options are. They make sure you got the consistent angle.
Yeah, I kind of figured that was gonna happen, but
It's alright. Okay, good. Now it's time you can use the blade whenever too, but yeah, probably win anyway. Okay. Looking fine. Yeah, looking fine, looking fine. There are kind of few moments when we don't want to push up too deep. There have been few cases. Remember?
yeah.
Mainly been versus two people. When a fight versus two, there's just no reasoning for you to fight them yet. You can.
Yeah, no reason for me to jump in. Especially, like, I think a lot of the times I'm playing with my team, and then I'll push up too far, and then I'll either die or turn around, and my team's not there anymore, and it was just me versus, like, 3 or 4 of them. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
So I think
exactly.
I need to be aware a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we do that habit. We just constantly look around and check. We constantly check with what comes next after. Yeah, stuff like that. We could. I think the game's been decent. Something to talk about a little bit more? Well, we could either. Now, really up to you. Do you want to do one more, or do you want to maybe just discuss this game a little bit more? Just analyze. I think the main points are addressed, but yeah, if you want to could try to play more and just focus on the, for example, target
Well,
priority.
I'll be honest with you, I'll leave it up to you. Whatever you think is going to be more beneficial of.
Yeah, I'm. Let me think. So for a second, yeah, just okay. Send me the code. I think. Yeah, let's
Okay.
go with just to
Just have a
emphasize
look
few
at the thing we
ideas
just
more.
did, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure you practice that later as well, and it's gonna be fine. Yeah, let's use that code. You can send it to me. Yeah.
Okay, what is going on? There you go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and I'm gonna screen share again.
Oh,
Let me know once you able. Yeah, you see it now?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's just stuff like definitely, if possible, doing more of the vertical dashes when you got the blade to try to initiate, but just in general, also with your targets, I think it's always nice if you try to go after something what's more stationary. So whenever they use
Okay.
some sort of mobility, whenever you notice, well, they are using maybe more fade, or maybe there's a surgeon mobility, that is something instantly you can commit towards, especially if they just stuck somewhere. If they're isolated, okay. Remember there was the last fight over here, yeah, almost kind of the last one. Yeah, so this here, I told you, oh, you can instantly commit. Why? Because they use mobility. So if they're stationary, you can just commit
Okay.
after them. Yeah. And especially because they're isolated too. Just dash, right click, and you're good. You can just kill them right now. But it kind of taking the time using your deflag. There's no need to. Yeah, stuff like that. So I'm committing,
Okay.
you need to commit after those targets more. And another, it's small thing, mechanical, of what you can try to train is instead of dashing through, so yeah, you
Dash to the
can
feet.
dash, yeah, dash to the feet. Yeah, you need to dash to the feet more. You probably know that already, but I think it's not the most important as well. I think quite frequently you really close. You just watch out for this where you dash through them unnecessarily. Yeah, like there, for example, there's no need for you to end up at the wall. You
Yeah,
could
no need
just
to end up in a wall.
yeah, you can just dash their feet more, and it's gonna be
Okay.
easier. The point of all your abilities, most of the time, is make sure you maintain the close range. So dash helps you to get the close range. Your deflect helps you to also align the shot while being the close range too. So it's just you not become nervous and such. You're not gonna die instantly. That helps your pressure, helps out your pressure a lot. Yeah. And I see that a lot, maybe as well with the other targets, like Moira. Yeah, I think there've been a few times when they're using something, we can commit. Yeah, this is good again as well. If they're a low HP target, you can instantly
Mhm.
choose them as a target. It's good. And be an exception rule, like when you don't exactly have to fight with your tank, you kind of dash in, you might dash out if there's pressure. Yeah, well, we can play over here, then keep up the pressure next. Yeah, okay. This, by the way, is something you can also try to watch out for. If they use mobility, maybe they're isolated, which they maybe could
Okay.
be exposed. Yeah, you can just try to find a way to peek out and just try to commit after them
Okay. Yeah,
later.
my thinking there, right there, was kind of like she's no longer on the high ground. So I kind of was like, okay, I'll just keep setting up rather than
Yeah,
going after her.
yeah,
She's not
it's
on the
good.
high ground,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah, it's good to hold an angle. Just search for opportunities, and let's say where there, where do you have more opportunities present? Here, when we just watch this, or here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so see, you have the good position. You don't have to chase, but maybe they're gonna be opportunity for you to kill if you land the shots from here. If I'm just speaking out
Yeah.
this way,
I guess even if I got over top of her, I know where she's running to more or less. So if I got over on that
yeah,
ridge to the right there, I
yeah,
can just shoot down at her until she's and
yeah,
then just zip in, zip out.
Yeah,
There's one less
yeah.
person to worry about.
Exactly. Just before that, you check with the tank, and then you make decision. If they're low, then I go after them whenever. If not, because I need to synchronize with my tank, I don't want to end up in a bad spot versus multiple people, then
Yes.
you can sit here. I think it's great, yeah? Tanking angles, there's no problem. Definitely, there's a good spot. Attention-wise, yeah, more opportunities on that main there, because Dash used the CD. Yeah, here, that's good. You ended up shooting her. She's mobility committing. She's low, can kill them. Good. And then after that, yeah, a little bit messed up with the with the dash. But it's fine. You could just wall climb too, it's fine. You can maybe not commit the dash right away. Kill the Sombra. Yeah, I think mechanically no problems here. Shooting more, by the way, one of these things, yeah. Yeah, no,
Yeah, you
they're
were saying.
like now, yeah. So now it might be okay. Time for you to just start pressuring them more. Yeah, okay. Went on the top. D was here. This is isolated. They can fight them. That's good. Always good habit to train. It's just mechanically is making sure you land the shots. Just kind of point the crosshair first. Trigger. Make sure you have better trigger discipline instead of constantly clicking. It's I think might add more value. But yeah, mechanics I don't think is the biggest anyway. You should be, as long as we have good awareness. Like here, for example, we forgot about the diva. I think, which is which we should shoot first probably, because depending on the angle, once you got the Ash, you see her here, and then you kind of forgot about her. You just turn it away. Yeah, but this is isolated now, so you can easily fight them. Stuff like that. Just keep that in mind.
Just try to capitalize on any possible advantage.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Yeah, here you just need to do the double jump, and it's just you keep getting stuck because your head's hitting the ceiling. You have to double jump, and you can climb on the ledge here. Maybe you can wall climb here, stuff like that. No, one should have killed them. No, they just been isolated all the time there.
Yeah.
Here's one of the good times to also think, if you know there's something isolated, especially Ana, no sleep dart, your tank is brushing the area, you can already use your blade. There's no point in waiting
Yeah.
for the big blade to... Usually, yeah, let's say. Of course, there's some other things you need to watch out for. Just later, you will be tracking the ultimate scene, maybe they use this and that, and their team, what they do in it as well because of it, but it's fine. Fundamentally, yeah, they're not threatening to you as much. They know mobility. You can just go and use the blade on something already.
Which so let's say I wasn't, but let's say I was tracking the ultimates a little bit. And who do they have? I guess it doesn't much matter here. But
No,
let's say for instance,
Nano, yeah.
but let's say for instance they have the Life Weaver and maybe they've got a Lucio or something like that. Is it valuable for me to use Blade to try to make them use their ultimates?
Yeah. Usually, yeah. You want to be proactive. Usually, as a competitive,
Okay.
in competitive, usually the best thing, and just your ultimate's also designed to engage. You can be basically, there's a lot of things, small things you can do as well
Yeah.
to bait out people at the high tier. Well, not as high, kind of middle, maybe plat. Okay, people will think that you will dash up, so you can dash up, maybe bait out them, do something sometimes instead of using the blade. And just shooting them also, remember, you can shoot, okay, and then use a blade later, so you on the angle
Okay. But
now.
like, is it a half decent trade for me to use Blade, knowing that they have their ultimates, thinking that
Yeah,
okay,
of
if I
course.
use Blade, they'll probably okay. So that's a fine trade to do. I don't have to hold on to my Blade forever until they use their ultimates, kind of
Yeah. Generally, is a competitive mindset. No, you don't need to. It's just because of the. You also never know what they're gonna do. It's rather think what you can do with your actions to just force out them to do something. Just force out them do this or do that. It's
Okay.
could be fine play later, like being more defensive with your abilities like blade in general, yeah. But not as valuable now. It's just not. It's not gonna make you any good at the where we're starting. You just need to be
Yeah.
proactive. Use the blade as much as
Okay.
possible, and that's
Okay.
it. Just go for the blade. Farm 2 blades, 3 blades versus them. Top of 100 Genji here. You have insane amount of blades. You just use it non-stop. And yes, they might have ultimates, but it's not as big value to you because you just you
I have a big sword thing, and
yeah,
that's cool.
your ultimate, if I'm thinking, if my ultimate's top of 100 value, then I don't have to worry about those guys as well now. At least later, yeah, top of 100, sure, we can talk about
Okay.
that more in depth, but now it's just do something, make them use, and that's good. It's not too complicated. Shouldn't be too complicated right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, the reasoning will change later, but...
Yeah.
I usually, anyway, I advise people to think what you can do with your ultimate proactive first. It's even in team setting, it's always valuable to do. So yeah, you start the pressure. You see, kind of, you have the ultimate for fights already. It might be you could just could have won the game faster because of it when you're.
Okay.
Yeah, so your wrists have been basically doing something. You know there's a surge and maybe try to dash up there. Well, try to maybe engage this way. You maybe want to go off the Ana or search for Ana and wait, wait, I can just where they are. Yeah, they're here. Okay, maybe you can also go after this because the isolator. Just make sure you block the sleep dart, and
Yeah.
should be should be good enough. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So stuff like that, and what else? I think the defense, yeah. So a couple of times when just over push, but that is something you can fix over time. That's our main theme today. Yeah, we talked about the how you don't want to end up too far from the rest of the core where
Yeah.
they're playing. So just times like that, yeah, sure. Isolated targets are good. When I'm fighting, I've been 2 people inside. Wanna be careful. Yeah. It's like here, okay, quickly kill them, sure, but then the Diva. It ain't even 3 people, yeah. Yeah, this one you can execute quickly. Because they're isolated and low, sure. But then later, I don't think you commit after this too much.
After this fight, yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of grab the HP back, sure. And then you just don't want to walk in and choke there, probably. You just want to...
Yeah, I think that was more or less like I thought my tank was still fighting behind
Yeah,
me
they
because
went
I,
out,
I I
yeah.
just got excited and hopped in front of him, and then he
Hmm.
was like, "Oh, okay," and left.
Yeah, they went out. You can also be sneaky and patient. You can let them walk if you know your tank is not walking in to the area. Yeah, we can just try to sit, hide somewhere. Yeah, basically now you could be your tank walks out. Yeah, I can play here. I can just wait, and then these guys are going in. You can try to kill them. Yeah, try to sideline your shots on the Ana. Maybe it's gonna be fine. Well, again, probably will be careful with committing, but you can do that. You can do sneaky play and then commit towards. If your tank is here, then it'll be committing towards this area. If you see somebody's low, sure, you can commit after them. Or this Ana, they start being isolated. Or Moira, yeah, again, you can commit, but it's fine. Just because you got a lot of bursts, be more sneaky and yeah, just mechanically. It's easier for you to align the shots to the trigger discipline. You can take the time. Yeah, it's always gonna be in Vax. So there's something you can constantly train. If you do this, it's really good. 15-20 minutes before the game, you just kind of point the crosshair, land the shots, and make sure it's on the target. Yeah, I point the crosshair, so it's kind of yeah the ones the trace is gonna appear. Yeah, land the crosshair and shoot. A lot of people they do this. They kind of hold their fire. They don't want to hold.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of click, you constantly click, and it's gonna be fine. With sneaky play especially, it's gonna be easier. Anything else? Yeah, dash into defeat. Well, it's fine. I think mechanically, sure. Well, we can summarize. I think so far. Yeah, what have we
Yeah.
been? Yeah, what have we been talking about? What you got out of today so far?
Uh, being aware of where my team is, primarily my tank,
Mm-hmm.
is super duper important because um I have a lot of value when I'm not directly being targeted necessarily, but as soon as the tank leaves or isn't there, then everyone targets me, and then I die pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
Um, don't why while being aware of where my tank is, don't dive in too deep for no reason. Um,
Yeah. So
dash
what? We
feet.
don't dive in too deep, but do what instead?
What do you mean?
It's just I want you to phrase it differently because see, like how our brain thinks is when you say
Okay.
don't dive too deep, then you exactly think about diving too deep. It's the same as I would say don't think about white elephant. You think about the white elephant. You know how you would phrase it to
Okay.
yourself. Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
yeah, yeah,
Uh, keep my hmm, play more with my team, play more with my tank
What
in
does it
line of
mean?
sight.
Yeah, line of sight. Okay,
Line
and
of sight.
yeah, and don't forget you still can beat the angles. Where it's really good.
Yes, absolutely. I don't need to be
Yeah.
standing behind my tank or anything like that,
Yeah,
but
it was good. Overall, was good with all the angles. Sometimes just keep in mind when you want the space, just start taking space as well, so you don't play on near the objective. But I think so far this pretty strong side, taking angles, yeah, and mechanics looking good.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Mm-hmm.
so you would say just like what would be the top tips here that I should be working on every game going into thinking about?
Yeah. So what we just said, yeah, the timing. Mm,
I mean, yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, that's something you need to keep an eye on first. And it's going to be much easier if you time the pressure with your tank or go after isolated. It's going to be good enough. Small things, yeah, such as scouting helps. You can look around and check what's happening, anticipate what area you're fighting, where your tank is, look around, and it should be good. And just realizing what targets to go after it's just more going after stationary targets a little bit more. For sure, should be that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.